dear students, welcome to Nagesh Karajagi Orchid School. Myself Pooja Dhokre. Students, today we are going to learn about the new chapter. It is very interesting chapter. Okay, so now we are going to learn about lesson number 6, symmetry, patterns, nets and maps. In this lesson you will solve some interesting questions. Okay students, so open the textbook, lesson number 6, page number 78. Here, learning objectives. At the end of these lessons you will be able to show the relationships between mirror image and symmetry by placing a mirror along an axis of symmetry. That means in this lesson you will learn mirror image, even axis of symmetry, and recognize what a shape looks like after a quarter, half or full turn. Now make up patterns by repeating a basic design or by rotating it. That means you will solve the sums regarding depending upon the patterns. Now recognize the rule followed by a given number pattern. Again, make a solid shape from its net. Draw the top, front and side view of a simple 3D shape. And last one, calculate distances in a map by using the map scale. Now students, see here, in your previous session, that means in your previous standard, you have learned about symmetry. So what is a symmetry? Now see here, if you can fold a figure in a half so that the two halves exactly match, the figure is said to be symmetrical. That means when you fold a figure in a half so that the two halves exactly match the figure, it's said to be symmetrical. The line which divides the figure into two equal parts, it's called line of symmetry. So that line which divides the figure is called line of a symmetry. Next one, here are some shapes, symmetrical shapes. See carefully here. Here is a triangle, isn't it? Here is a triangle. The line divides the triangle into two equal parts. That means this line is called a line of a symmetry. Okay, or we can say axis of symmetry also. This is a vertical line, so that we can say vertical axis of symmetry. Now see here also the line divides into two equal parts. Here in the circle also, yes, you can see that the line divides the figure into two equal parts. Okay, so that here are some examples of symmetrical figure. Now students, see here vertical axis of symmetry are there, isn't it? Now next one, here is a H, but here is a horizontal line. This line divides the H into two equal parts. If you fold like this, you will get two halves, exactly two halves. Okay, here also if we divide this figure into two equal parts, this line, horizontal line, divides it, so that this is a horizontal line, axis of symmetry. Horizontal axis of symmetry. Here also same like this. This horizontal axis of symmetry divides the figure into two equal parts. Now next one we'll see. Okay, students, which type of figure is this? Yes, can you tell me? Yes, here is a isosceles triangle. Why it is isosceles triangle? Yes, can anybody tell me? Yes, because here these two These two marks shows that the two sides of a triangle are equal, so that this triangle is a isosceles triangle. Very good, students. Now here I will ask, can you make two parts of this triangle that could be matched exactly to each other? Yes, think about it. How would you divide the triangle? Yes, if you draw the line, vertical line, so we can divide this triangle into two equal parts. Students, if you draw the line like this, that means vertical line, then we can satisfy the condition. Okay, this vertical line divides the triangle into two parts when matched exactly and when folded along the line. If you fold the triangle along the line like this, then the triangle divides into equal parts. If part on the right taken over the left, we see that they overlap exactly. That means part on the right we taken over on the left, that means we see that they overlap exactly. The two parts match exactly when folded along the line. Now students, see here. If I draw the triangle like this, see, I will draw like this. Okay, this is also isosceles triangle. Now students, tell me again, I will ask same question. Can you divide the triangle into two equal parts that could be matched exactly to each other? Yes students, think about it. Okay, if I draw the line like this, that means vertical line, can the parts are equal? Two equal parts we get? No. Then what to do? Yes students, think about it. Yes, very good students. If we draw the line horizontal here, that means we can get two parts, equal parts of a triangle. Okay, now both these lines of symmetry are axis of symmetry. Okay, for these two triangles, see students, can a shape has more than axis of symmetry? Yes students, here we got one axis of symmetry, here also one axis of symmetry. Now tell me, can a shape has more than one axis of symmetry? Yes students, for these two triangles, no, but the correct answer is yes. Yes, we can have a shape that more than one axis of symmetry. How? Let me explain. See, which type of shape is this? Yeah, it is a rectangle. Okay, now students, here rectangle has parallel side, isn't it? Even all angles are 90 degrees. Now it will have horizontal line of symmetry. How? See, here opposite sides are equal, so we can draw like this horizontal line, straight line you can draw with the help of scale. Okay, so if we fold this, then we get two equal parts. Now students, one part flipped over it, it will overlap with exactly with other. Now it will also have vertical line of symmetry. How? See, draw line with the help of scale. Okay, so if we put right side on the left, then it will match exactly. So that this rectangle has horizontal line of symmetry also and even vertical line of symmetry also. But wait, some of us may be wondering if diagonal also having axis of symmetry, isn't it? Diagonal means like this. It also has the axis of symmetry. We can draw from here also. Okay? No. Why? Because if we fold this part here, so we will not get exactly two parts. Okay? So that's why this figure has only vertical horizontal axis and vertical axis of symmetry and horizontal axis of symmetry. So students, now tell me, can a figure have more than two axes of symmetry? Here we got two axes of symmetry, but can any figure have more than two axes of symmetry? So the answer is yes. Here, how I will explain. Here is a square. See students. So all sides of the squares are equal in length. Even they have all angles 90 degree. Now here, see, I can draw vertical line. So if you fold this figure, you will get two exactly parts, equal parts. Even if I draw horizontal axis of symmetry, then also you will get these two equal parts. And now I will explain about diagonal line of symmetry. See, if we will draw like this, you will get two equal parts. Even if we will draw the line diagonal, see, then also you will get these two equal parts. Now students, that means square has four axes of symmetry. How? That means here one vertical axis of symmetry, one horizontal axis of symmetry, and these two diagonals. Okay, so that means the square has four axes of symmetry. Now tell me students, any figure has more than four axes of symmetry? Yes? Can you tell me? Yes. So here hexagon has more than four axes of symmetry. How? I will explain. See. Here, if I draw the line, vertical line, the line divides this figure into two equal parts. That means when we overlap this figure, then it will get two equal parts. Now students, see, if I draw the line, horizontal line, then also I will get two equal parts. If I fold this, I will get two exactly parts of a hexagon. Then students, diagonal. If I draw this line like this, I will get two exactly parts of a hexagon. Even here also same. Same two parts, this one and this one we get. Now students, here if the midpoint of this line we can draw, see, we can draw the line through midpoint. So we'll get two equal parts of a hexagon. Same here students, see, here also I can draw, so that in this figure how many axes of symmetry we get? 6. Total 6 axes of symmetry we get. How? One vertical, one horizontal, two diagonals, and two this drawn from the midpoint of a line. Okay, in this way we will get 6 axes of symmetry. Now students, tell me, this is a circle, isn't it? Okay. Now, how many axes of symmetry does the circle has? Can anybody tell me about this? Yes, circle has infinite axes of symmetry. No matter how we draw the lines, because see, if we draw, we'll get two equal parts. Here also horizontal will get two equal parts. You can draw like this, even here, again this side, here also. So in this way you can draw many axes of symmetry. Okay, so that means circle has infinite axes of symmetry. The best example is in nature of symmetry, that is human face, isn't it? Human face is a best example of nature of symmetry. Now students, see, here first of all we'll see recall exercise given in the textbook. See, read the question. Put a tick on the lines of symmetry and cross on those that are not lines of symmetry. So just now I told you about symmetry. So tell me which are the lines of a symmetry and which are not lines of a symmetry. Here in the circle, just now I told about we can draw many lines of a symmetry. So here we can put tick. Okay, so both vertical also and horizontal also, they are the symmetrical lines. Now tell me in the B1. Okay, in the B1, is this vertical line is a horizontal, symmetrical line? See, if we fold it, can we get two equal parts? Yes? No. Then see here, horizontal line. If we fold this, can we get two equal parts? Yes. So that means this horizontal line is a axis of symmetry and this vertical line is not line of symmetry, isn't it? Now see C1. Here, yes students, here see, first of all vertical line. Can this vertical line of symmetry divide D into two equal parts? Think, if we fold this, can we get two equal parts? No. Very good. Now think about this horizontal line of a symmetry. Is it divide the D into two equal parts? Yes. So this vertical line is not a line of a symmetry, but this horizontal line is a line of a symmetry. Okay. Now we'll see B1. Here now just I told about rectangle. Rectangle has how many axes of symmetry students? Yes, two. One is a vertical and horizontal. Here they have given two lines of a symmetry. First one is vertical and this one is a diagonal. Okay, but rectangle has parallel lines, even opposite sides are also equal. So students, tell me which one is a line of a symmetry here? Yes, very good. Here this vertical line divides the rectangle into two equal parts. Now this diagonal line, can it divide the rectangle into two equal parts? No. Very good. So this vertical line is a line of a symmetry and this diagonal is not a line of a symmetry. Now all of you understood what is meant by symmetrical figure? Yes, how to identify it? Very good students. Now here second one. Put tick on the figures that are reflections of each other. Here. Can this figure is a reflection of this figure? They are same. Can you see? They are same. So this figure is not a reflection of this figure. So that cancel it. Now see B1. Yes. See. This is a reflection of this figure. So put a tick on this figure. Now C1. Here also both figures are same. So it cannot be the reflection of a figure. So that's why put cross here in the textbook. Okay. Now third one. Question number 3. See on the page number 79. Here put a tick on the symmetrical shapes. Draw the lines of symmetry. Okay. Now see here. First one, they have given here alphabet H. So we have to tick on the symmetrical shape and we have to draw the lines of a symmetry. Now students, here if I draw the line, horizontal line, so this line can divide the H into two equal parts. That means this horizontal line is a axis of a symmetry. That means line of a symmetry. Okay. Now can I draw a vertical line here? Yes. This vertical line also divides this H into two equal parts, isn't it? So that's why we tick here. Now for B1, see students, can I draw a vertical line here? See, if I draw the line vertical here, can this line divide the C into two equal parts? Yes. See, if I fold this, can I get two equal parts? No. That means we can't draw vertical line. Now we see horizontal line. Here if I draw the line horizontal, that means line of a symmetry, can this horizontal line divide the C into two equal parts? Yes. When we fold it, we will get two equal parts of a C. So that's why here is a horizontal axis of symmetry and put tick here. Now C1. Here, see, if I draw the line horizontal here, can I get two equal parts? No. Even if I will draw here line vertical, can I get two equal parts when I fold it? No. That means this figure, this shape is not a symmetrical shape. So just put here cross. Now third one. See, here is a number 3, B1. See students, here if I draw horizontal axis of symmetry, can I get two equal parts? Yes, students, think about it. Can I get two equal parts, students? Yes. And even if, that means if I draw the horizontal line, that line divides 3 into 2 equal parts. So this horizontal line is a line of a symmetry. Now if I will draw the line vertical here, can this line divide the figure into 2 equal parts? No, that means here is only one axis line of a symmetry, that is horizontal axis of symmetry. See. Okay. Now we will see fourth question. Here, draw the reflections of these shapes with the dotted lines as a mirror. Now we have to complete the figure. See how. Now here they have given us half figure, or we can see we have to draw the reflection of this figure. So how will we draw? See, same here we can draw like this. So we can say this is a reflection of this figure. Okay, now for this B, can I draw like this? Is it correct? See, both are in the same direction. So is it correct? No. So students, how to draw it? For that we can draw like this. Okay. So now this arrow, both arrows are in the opposite direction. That means this is a reflection of this figure. Now C1. Here B. Now students, tell me how to see. Here students, B1, sorry I have drawn here, so you can draw B. How to draw B? Okay, see now, so how can we draw here reflection of this figure? Yes, I can draw like this. Like this we can draw the figure reflection of B. Okay. Now fifth question. Draw the next two figures in the pattern. Now see, here they have given us one pattern. See, first here is a triangle, then rectangle, again there is a circle, again here triangle, rectangle and circle. Here they have given us first triangle, then rectangle, then again circle, then again they have given triangle, rectangle, circle. So here is a one type of a pattern that if first it comes triangle, then rectangle and then again circle. So we can write here, we can draw rectangle and circle. So in this way we can complete the pattern. Now here B1. Write the next two terms in pattern. See, which type of pattern they have given here? See here 1 3 5 7. These all are the odd numbers, isn't it? So I can write here 9 and 11, or you can see here alternate number they have given, so that's why 9 and 11. So today students, today we have studied symmetrical figures, line of a symmetry, even mirror images also we have studied, and pattern also. So students, try to solve the sums at home. Now in the next session we will see symmetry and reflection. Thank you students.